Hello everyone, I'm Double Platinum Senior Vice President Tashina Pettiford. I'm a mother of 3 boys and also an entrepreneur. I've been with 5 Links now for 7 years, and I got introduced to this business through a neighbor of mine. At that time, I was very open to possibilities and looking into business ventures. I just so happened to be out there, researching, looking for something to get involved in, and when my neighbor told me about this, even though I had limited funds, I decided to give it a try. Now, over the last few years, I've been able to build an empire of over 80,000 business partners, as well as hundreds of thousands of customers. And what I love most about the opportunity is what it does for my life. It provides time and money. Now, having doctors, lawyers, even multi-millionaire business owners, all the way down to the stay-at-home mom, this is what I realized, is that sometimes when you have limited cash flow, you also have a lot of time. And when you have a lot of money, you have limited time. So what does 5 Links do? It provides both together. Now, what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to share with you the 5 Links opportunity. The only thing that I ask is that you stay open to the possibilities. Now, let's get right into the presentation. 5 Links was started back in 2001. We have a co-founder and 2 CEOs who have a limited combined experience of 60 years plus. We also have a 50,000 square foot headquarters that's based in Rochester, New York. And one of the things I love most about the company is they keep representatives first. Let's get right into what I think is one of the most important parts about the business, and that's the credibility. I don't know about you, but I was very skeptical in the beginning. What did I think? I said I want to go and do my research. But how do we do research? Most of us do it through what? Google. Who could do better research than Inc. 500? They go out and they look for America's fastest growing privately held companies. We've been placed in this magazine year after year after year, having over 800% increase in growth. Now, not only that, we've been in Your Business at Home and also Success from Home magazine, and we've also been a part of Rochester's Top 100. Now we want to get into timing and positioning. And in the past, there's been people who have made a lot of money off of different wealth trends. I always say I want to give you something, but I also want to take it away. And why is that? Because a lot of times we miss out on business opportunities. But this is one time that you'll never be able to say that you didn't know. And so in the past, there's been the PC industry. There's been the mid-1980s with long distance. There's also been the cellular boom. Now what we're into right now is voice over IP, text marketing, as well as energy. Now let's get straight into it. We actually own our own voice over IP company. It's called Global Links. Yes, 5 Links owns it. Now, what is Global Links? It's basically talking through the internet. It's called Voice over Internet Protocol. There's about 262 million users, household users, that will be using voice over IP by 2015. We're also available with residential as well as commercial. We also have energy, and energy is 10 times the size of telecommunications. Now here's the great thing about energy. I want you to think of this concept. Not only you, but how many friends and family members, when they come home, they turn on the lights? How many of them, use the microwave, turn on the television? Well, whenever they do that, they're using what? Gas and electricity. Well, we're partnered with gas and electricity, and whenever someone uses this, you actually get paid. Now getting into products and services. We have 5 Links Mobile. Some of the companies we're partnered with is Verizon and T-Mobile. 5 Links Home Security Systems through a company called Protect America, which is also an affiliate of GE. We have high-speed internet. We're partnered with about 40 different top broadband internet companies. Payment Solutions, which is also our merchant services accounts. Now, how does this work? Think about going into a business, and whenever they use their credit card processing machine, you as the representative gets paid a percentage off of what they actually bring in through their company. We have 5 Links Satellite TV, partnered with the top 2 satellite TV companies, DirecTV and Dish Network. 5 Links ID Guard, which protects your identity. 5 Links Energy. We also have text alerts. You can offer this to any business, and this basically helps them to keep in contact with their client base. Instead of emailing someone, they can send them a text message. 5 Links Data Vault. This is something like the iCloud. You can keep all your information. Our Velocity tablet, which reminds me of also the iPad. We also have the Power Play, Business Elite Services, our Platinum Services that helps you maintain your business, and again, the Global Links Voice over IP. Now, let's get straight into the money. How is it that you actually make money with 5 links? Here's the compensation plan, and this is how everyone starts off. The company says that if you come in and you can find 2 people that are overworked and underpaid, 2 people that are looking to make extra money, or 2 people that are just business-minded, what you do is you get those 2 people and you also get 20 personal customers. What do you get? 20 personal customers. Now make sure you write that down. When you do that, the company will pay you a $750 bonus within your first 30 days. Now, I want to get into the top 2 ways that we get paid. One is a residual income. Now let's get in this. What is a residual income? A residual income is when you do something one time, but you get paid on it over and over and over again. And so this is the reason why we attract so many different types of people to our company, because of this residual income. Now let me just show you how it works. In the blue, it says you. Who's that? That's right, it's you. And let's just say you start off with your first 3 business partners. Now this is a duplicating system, and what I love about it is it allows you to get paid off of the efforts of others. This is how multimillionaires and even billionaires are born. Now, how does it work for you? Let's just say those 3 people that get started with you. Do they know other people? Of course. And let's say we help them to get their 3 people. Now, what was the key word that I used? Help. Now, when they do that within their 30 days, you have an extra 9 business partners that are going to be on your team. Another 30 days, 27, 81, and 243. Now, let me just give you your first example. How does it work? Let's go to around month 3. I'm going to round it down for you. Instead of 27, let's just say, for instance, you have 20 people on your team. They each have 20 billing customers. I'm going to show you the lowest commission that you can make, which is 50 cents. Now, when you add all of that up, how much is that a month? $200. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, it's not a lot of money. And I agree with you. But can it do something? Absolutely. It could pay a bill. But let's keep going, because residual income, it keeps growing as your organization is growing. Let's say you get to around month 5, and instead of 243, you have 200 people on your team, 20 billing customers, 50 cents. How much money is that a month? Exactly. $2,000. An extra $2,000 could change the house that you live in and even the car that you drive. Remember, this is on top of what you're already making. Now, one of the things I want you to keep in mind is that does it continue to grow? Absolutely. And even if I give you another example and we stay right there on that slide and we add a 0 onto the 200 and say 2,000 people on your team, 20 billing customers and 50 cents. Can you do the math? How much money is that a month? That's right. $2,000 turns into what? $20,000 a month. Great. Now let's show you the other way that we get paid. These are called leadership bonuses. And everyone starts off as an IMR. What do we start off as? An independent marketing representative. And we work our way up in the company from executive trainer, executive director, national director, senior vice president, and platinum senior vice president. And it actually keeps going. But if you take a look at this slide, what it shows is you can make up to a certain amount when you have people that get started in your organization, whether you get them started or someone else in your organization gets them started. Look at that. As a national director, you can make up to $140 when someone gets started in your organization. Senior vice president and platinum senior vice president are the top 2 positions in the company. But here's the great thing I love about that. At these positions, the company treats you like a corporate executive. You actually get a package when you get started or once you reach the position of senior vice president. At senior vice president, you get 5,000 shares worth of stock in the company. This is huge. You know, one of the things I love about this opportunity is not only what I can do today, but what I can pass on to my children. Think about it. If you could get stock in this company, not only do you stand the chance of making good money once the company goes public, but you also can pass that on to your children. Now, you get a BMW, $800 a month that goes towards the BMW of your choice. The only thing is that it has to be silver. Are you okay with that? Great. You get an annual vacation and also a $1,000 to $3,000 expense account. Now, one of the best vacations I've taken with the company was when we reached 10 years, our 10-year anniversary with 5 Links. They took us on a free Mediterranean cruise. I remember taking my mom and my children, and I seen great sights like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I mean, we went to Italy, we went to Europe, we were all over the place, and we just had such a great time. And I know that without this opportunity, I wouldn't have been able to provide that for my family. Now, senior vice president is great, but guess what? It gets better. There's a position called Platinum Senior Vice President, and you get to keep your BMW, but you get a new car. Now, I've taken a look at a lot of different companies, and I've never seen a company that gives out Bentleys. That's right, Bentleys. The only thing is that it has to be silver, and I'm sure you can live with that. You get $4,000 a month to go towards the Bentley of your choice. You get into something called the Platinum Pool. And in this pool, what the company does is for every customer and every business partner that comes in, they take a percentage and they put it into this pool. And as a Platinum Senior Vice President, you actually get to split that money. You get another 5,000 shares worth of stock. The guys get a 5-link Super Bowl ring, and the ladies get a 5-link diamond Super Bowl necklace. Let's get into what does it cost to get started. Every business, there's an expense. I remember when I got my real estate license, what happened? I had to pay to get the license, but there was also other fees associated with it. So no different with 5-links. There's a fee to get started, to have the partnerships with all the companies that I mentioned today. There's 2 positions. There's one called the customer representative, where it's $99. But remember, at this position, you're only getting paid off of your own efforts. I believe 99% of the people that get started in the opportunity, they get started as an IMR, Independent Marketing Representative. Your license fee is $249. And this is just the initial cost to get started with the business. You also want to get back with the person that invited you on to find out what else do you need when you get started in the opportunity. So let's recap the Quick Start bonus. Remember, once you get started, you bring 2 people into the opportunity, you get your 20 personal customers. Now remember, a customer is not a person, a customer is a service. I can always show the average person to get started with 7 to 10 customers of their own before they even go outside of their own house. Then you're going to go to friends and family members to get the rest of your services. 2 business partners, 20 customers, get your $750 bonus. 5-links also provides training and support. You get something called the 5-links University, which you can go on and you can take trainings to make sure that you're knowledgeable about your business. We also have 5-links TV. You also get your own personal website, and we have business reporting. We also do local, regional, and national training events to make sure that no matter where you come in the business or who you come in with, everyone is trained the exact same way. Now let's get to the end of the presentation. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining me today and listening to the 5-links opportunity. Whenever I present, and I've presented in front of thousands of people, this is what I realized. There's 3 different types of people that get started with the opportunity. The first person says, you know what? Sounds great. I'm ready. You probably were ready before I even got started. And for you, you're a lot like myself. And I just want to say, welcome to the business. Then there's a second person that says, you know what? It's not for me. However, this is what I would like for you to do. I want you to get back with the person that invited you to this presentation. And if nothing else, I want you to support their business and try a service that you're going to use anyway. Make sense? Great. Here's the third type of person. The third type of person says, you know what, I have some questions. Here's the most important part about that, is that you make sure you get your questions answered by someone who has the information, and that's the right person. But even with all that being said, I realize there's 3 reasons why someone wouldn't get started with 5-links. The first one is because maybe they just didn't understand it. The other reason is because maybe they feel like they don't have the time. Or the last one, because financially they just don't have the money to get started. And I just want to go into those last 3 things. If you didn't understand it, trust me, I didn't understand everything in the beginning as well. But here's the thing, I remember I had common sense, and it told me if companies like Verizon, T-Mobile, DirecTV are partnered with 5-links, then this makes sense, and it's a great business to get involved with. Don't worry, when you get involved, we're going to show you everything that you need to get started with the opportunity. The 5-links has a great system. No matter who gets started, you come in and we have a quick start training. Within your first 24 to 48 hours, you're going to get the information you need to succeed. And you're going to have someone there to help you along the way in your success. Here's the second reason. If you feel like you just don't have the time. And I can relate. I know a lot of busy people, but we all have 24 hours in a day. And one of the things that I know is that 5-links can do this for you. It can give you your time back. So don't let time be an excuse as to why you don't see this as an opportunity. Make that the reason why you do get started. And here's the last one. The money issue. And usually this is the biggest one. And it's because of the economy and the way things are going. You know, funds are sometimes limited for most people. And unfortunately, this was a situation that I found myself in when I first took a look at the opportunity. But here's the thing, this is what I realized, is that when I looked at the opportunity, I didn't have the money. But if I thought back 6 months ago, honestly, I didn't have the money then. A year before, I didn't have the money either. I always tell people there's never a shortage of money, there's just a shortage of ideas. And so when something means something great to you, guess what? You find the money. And so what I want to encourage you to do, if this makes sense to you, don't make money be an excuse as to why you don't get started. Make that be the exact reason why you should do this opportunity. So with that being said, I want to thank you for coming and taking a look at the 5 links opportunity. Get back with the person that invited you to take a look at this presentation, and I will see you at the top.